vlog today is going to be about 15 tips for preparing your children and teenagers to impact their world and the world. Because there really are two worlds. There's their world, and then there's the world outside of them. And this is not just about making children missionaries, but making them mission-minded in this world, where when they go through here, they're making an impact for Christ. Proverbs 22:6 says, you know what it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And so God gives us some encouragement here if we train our children the way that they should go. Then as they get older, they're going to make decisions. And some of those decisions won't be exactly how you want them. But you know what? It's something we can trust God to do in their life if we'll put into them some things. And so here's some things I'd like to encourage you to do. Instead of being afraid of the world, empower your children to live in it. Now, you might say, well, my children aren't going to be in the world. Now, that's not what Jesus said. Jesus said this. He said that, Father, I send them into the world, but they're not to be of the world, okay? I mean, when you think about it, you got Lot, and the Bible says, remember Lot's wife. And what was that really all about? What that was about was the fact that really she allowed the world to get into her. And so instead of her being able to live in the world, being influenced, she allowed the world to get inside her. Now, it's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of energy. It's going to take a lot of on-purpose, intentional things that you do with your children, so that instead of being afraid of the world, your children are going to have to go sometime be in this world. And so it's important during that teenage years, those preteens and children, that you empower your children how to live in that world. The second thing is the children that do not see the parents drawing any joy from their faith will become skeptics of their faith. In other words, Dad, listen to me. Please listen to me. Are you excited about Jesus? Are you excited about being a believer? Are you excited about the things of God? Or Mom, are you excited about prayer and the Word? Because children that don't see their parents finding joy in their Christian faith, they become skeptics of it. They begin to think, is that really what I want to be and do? And so I'd encourage you to take that one and look at your life as a parent and say, you know what, discuss it as a husband and wife. Do your children ever hear you praying together? Do they ever hear you joyfully worshiping the Lord? If you don't, your kids are probably going to become skeptics of the faith. Number 3 is children and teens are discouraged from finding answers to their questions. What I mean by that is children and teenagers need to be able to ask any question they need to ask, and you need to be ready to give them an answer for what they ask. And what I mean by that is they're going to find out things some way or another. When their curiosities, we got a generation that is extremely young in curiosity. There were things that young people are seeing and hearing that I never heard until I was late in my teenage years or out of high school. And what I'm trying to say to you is that if your young people have questions, you should have question answer time. Some of them are going to be with all the kids together. Some it's going to be a one-on-one. But children and teens, if you discourage them from finding answers to their questions, then they're going to go to somebody else for their answers. So we're going to take up here next week. Don't miss it, okay? Because it's important for we to guide our children and teenagers in the right way.